Hello friends, today we discuss about example number 21. Determine the effective focal length of combination of two lens in exercise 9.10. Say example number 10. As we discussed this example in last lecture, if they are placed 8 cm apart with their principal axis coincident, does the answer depend on which side of the combination a beam of parallel light is incident? Is the notion effective focal length of this system useful at all? And B, an object 1.5 cm in size is placed on side of convex lens in arrangement in case A about the distance between the object and the convex lens is 40 cm, then determine the magnification produced by two lens system and the size of the image, right? So friends, this example number 21 has two cases, case A and case B. Each case carries 4 marks. So here A 4 mark question and this B also 4 mark question, right? So first of all we discuss about A. So here determine the effective focal length of the combination of two lens. Exercise number 9.8. We already discussed this question in our last lecture, right? So in exercise 10 there are two lens, first convex and second concave. The convex lens have focal length 30 and the concave lens has focal length 20. We know that convex lens focal length positive and for concave negative, right? So we have to take the data from exercise 10, right? So we have to find out that does the answer depend on which side of the combination of a beam of parallel light is incident. So we have to find out, here there are two lenses, right? So in this example we have to find out the image distance, right? But here we get image with the help of the two lens. So here for A there are two cases. If we place convex lens first and second concave, and in second case we place concave first and convex second, right? If the answer are same, then we can say that the answer does not depend on the combination. And if the answer is different, then we can say that here the combination a beam of parallel light incident is depends on the which lens first, right? So we write the given data, right? The focal length of convex lens is equals to f1 is equals to 30 cm positive, and focal length of concave lens f2 is equals to minus 20 cm, right? But here we assume that parallel rays incident on first lens in the absence of second lens, right? So we assume that in our first case the parallel rays incident on the convex, right? So we can say that case 1, if parallel rays incident on first lens in absence of second lens. Say here incident on the first lens, which is convex lens, right? Okay, so first of all we get image with the help of convex lens, and this image act as a virtual object for concave lens. Then we get the final image, right? So here parallel rays are incident on the convex lens. So here the object distance is infinite because there are parallel rays. So here we can say that u1 is equals to infinite, f1 is equals to 30 centimeter. So we know that if object distance is infinite, then we get image distance is equals to focal length. So we get image distance v1 is equals to 30 centimeter, same as the object distance, right? Okay, now this image work as a virtual object for the second lens. So we can say that this image will work as a virtual object for second lens, right? Our second lens is concave, so we have to find out the image distance for this second, means concave lens, right? So here object distance is u2, so u2 will be, here the image distance for the first lens is 30, so this image act as a virtual object for the second lens, right? So this process is like this. Here first is convex, second concave, right? Now here the distance is between these two lenses 8 centimeter, right? We get image with the first lens is 30 centimeter, right? So here something like this distance is 30 centimeter. So here this image act as a virtual object for our second concave mirror. So object distance is, we have to subtract 8 from 30, right? So we can say that 30 minus 8, so 22 centimeter. We know the focal length f2 minus 20 centimeter, right? So we have to find out the image distance. We know the formula, 1 by v minus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. So 1 by v minus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. But second case, v2, u2 and f2. We have to find out image. So we have to formulate 1 by v2, right? So we can get 1 by v2 is equals to 1 by f2 plus 1 by u2. So 1 upon value of f2 is minus 20 plus value of u2 is 22, right? So 1 by v2 is equals to, here we have to take LCM of 20 and 22, which is 440. So here 22 minus plus 20, so we get minus 2 upon 440. So v2 is equals to minus 440 divided by 2. So we get v2 is equals to minus 220 centimeter, right? So we get an image at distance of 220 centimeter, right? But here the rays are converging from the middle point. Yes, I say converging because our first lens is convex lens, right? So here the distance is 220 centimeter, right? So here from the second mirror the distance is minus 220, so the distance is left hand side. right? Because sign is minus. If we want to define distance from the midpoint, right, so we have to subtract 4 from the 220, right? Because here total distance is 8, so midpoint is at 4 centimeter, right? So here this distance is 4 centimeter, right? So we get an image from the first lens, 220 minus 4, right? So here our first lens is convex, so we can say that these parallel rays are converged at distance of 220 minus 4, right? Okay, so we can write this. So parallel rays converge at 220 minus 4 is equals to 216 centimeter from midpoint of system of two lenses, right? Okay, now see here friends, in first case we arrange the combination of lens like this, first convex and second concave, right? Now we change the position, we arrange like first lens is concave and second is convex, right? In our case 2. So now we discuss about second case, case 2, right? So here we arrange first concave, right, and second convex. So here the distance is 8 centimeter from midpoint, this distance is 4 centimeter, right? Okay, now here once again we repeat the same process, but here for concave lens we know the focal length is minus 20 and the focal length of convex lens f2 is equals to 30 centimeter, right? Okay, so again we do the same process, right? So we write that focal length of concave lens is equals to f1 is equals to minus 20 and focal length of convex lens f2 is equals to 30 centimeter. Now we know that parallel beam of rays incident at our first lens, which is concave, so we can write that let the parallel beam first incident at left of the concave mirror, right? So our object distance is infinite, so we can say that u1 is infinite, f1 is minus 20 centimeter. Now we know that if the object distance is infinite, then we know that v is equals to f, so we can write that v1 is equals to f1 is equals to minus 20 centimeter. So we get image at 20 centimeter but minus, so we get an image left hand side, right? So we can say that this image will work as a real image for second lens. Here I say real because of the sign is negative. So here the distance is 20, so here like this something 20 centimeter, right? So for second lens, say for our second convex lens, object distance is 20 centimeter plus 8 centimeter, so total distance is 28 centimeter, but left hand side, so we can say that minus 28. We know the focal length f2 is equals to 30, so we can easily find out the image distance. So we can say that here u2 is equals to 20 plus 8, 28, but left hand side, so minus 28. So we can write that u2 is equals to minus 20 plus 8, so minus 28 centimeter. f2 is equals to 30 centimeter, so we can easily find the value of f2. We know the formula v2, we can easily find v2. So we know formula 1 by v2 is equals to 1 by f2 plus 1 by u2, right? So 1 by 30 plus 1 upon u2 minus 28, so plus minus minus, so 1 by 30 minus 1 by 28. We have to find out LCM of 30 and 28, which is 420. So 1 by v2 is equals to 420 LCM. So here 14 minus 15, so minus 1 upon 420. So we can get v2 is equals to minus 420 centimeter, right? Now here our first lens is concave, the distance is minus 420, so the distance is left hand side. So we have to find out the distance from our first lens. So from the midpoint, total distance is 420. We have to find out from the midpoint. So here once again we have to subtract 4 from the total distance 420, and here our lens is concave, so our beam appears to diverge. So we can say that the parallel rays appears to diverge from a point 420 minus 4, so 416 centimeter on the left of the center of two lens system, right? So here in both cases, see the distance. In first case our distance is 216, and in second the distance, see, in first case the distance is 216 centimeter, in second case the distance is 416 centimeter. So we can say that the answer is depend on which side of the lens system the parallel beam is incident, right? So we write this. So from the above two cases, it concludes that the answer depends on which side of the lens system the parallel beam is incident, right? Now again we have to answer this question: is the notion of the effective focal length of this system is useful? Here for in case 1 and 2 we never use the effective focal length, so we can say that the notion of effective focal length doesn't seem to be useful here. So we can write that. So the notion of effective focal length does not seem to be useful here, right? Okay, so this is our A section, right? So here in A section we arrange the combination of lens. In first case we arrange convex lens first and second concave and find out the image distance. In second case we arrange first concave lens and second convex and we find out the image distance from the midpoint. So here the distance are different, so we can say that the answer depend on which side of the lens system the parallel beam is incident, right? So the answer is depend on which lens is placed first and which lens is placed second. And here in both section we doesn't use the effective focal length, so we can say that the notion of the effective focal length does not seem to be useful here, right? So this is for our first A section. Now we discuss about our second section. Okay, now we discuss about our second section. An object 1.5 centimeter in size is placed on the side of the convex lens. In the arrangement above, the distance between the object and convex lens is 40 centimeter. So here we know the height of the object 1.5 centimeter. The arrangement in first case, so here we have to arrange first convex and second concave lens. Here the distance between object and convex lens is 40 centimeter. So object distance is given. So U is 40 centimeter, but left hand side, so minus 40 centimeter. So determine the magnification produced by the two lenses of the system and the size of the image. So we have to find out the magnification of two lenses and also we have to find out the size of the image, right? Okay, so here the arrangement is like this. Our first convex lens, second concave lens, the distance between these two lenses is 8 centimeter, right? Object distance, we know the object distance U is equals to minus 40 centimeter. Here first is convex lens, so f1 is equals to 30 centimeter. Second concave, so minus 20 centimeter, right? Okay, and here we have to find out the magnification and the height of the image. We know the height of object is 1.5 centimeter, right? So to find out the magnification we have to first of all find out the image distance, but here first image is due to the convex lens, and this image of convex lens act as a virtual object for our concave lens. So finally we get the image with use of the two lens. So first of all for convex lens, yes, right? So for convex lens we know u and f. So we know the formula of length, 1 by f is equals to 1 by v minus 1 by u, but first length, so v1. So 1 by v1 is equals to 1 by f1 plus 1 by u1. So 1 upon f1 is 30 plus 1 upon u1 is minus 40, right? This is u1 because in first case object is at 40 cm. Plus minus minus, so 1 by 30 minus 1 by 40. So 1 upon v1 is equals to, here LCM is 120. So here 4 minus 3. So 1 upon 120. So v1 is equals to 120 centimeter. Right. So magnification of our first lens, m1 is equals to v by u, but v1 by u1. v1 is 120, u1 is 40. So magnification is 3. Now we have to discuss about our second lens. So for concave lens, so for concave lens, so here the image occurs at the 120 centimeter, right? So from here something, the distance is 120 centimeter. We have to do calculation for the, here for the concave mirror, this is 120. So here the object distance for concave mirror, concave lens, concave lens. So from concave lens 120 minus 8, right? So here for concave lens object distance u2 is equals to 120 minus 8. So object distance is 112 centimeter. We know the focal length of the concave lens is minus 20 centimeter. So image distance 1 by v2 is equals to 1 by f2 plus 1 by u2. So 1 upon value of f2 is minus 20 plus 1 upon u2 is 112, right? So here we have to take the LCM of 112 and 20, right? So we get 1 by v2 is equals to, here 112 into 20, right? 112 into 20 LCM. So here 112 plus 20, but here minus, so minus 112 plus 20, right? So we get minus 92 upon 112 into 20. So v2 is equals to 112 into 20 upon 92 minus, right? So we get v2 is equals to minus 24.9 centimeter. Now we have to find out the magnification. So magnification for second lens m2, m is equals to v by u, but v2 by u2. Value of v2 is 24.9 upon value of u2 will be 112. So we get value of 0.217, right? Now we have to find out the magnification, but here the lens of, here we take the lens of, here we take the combination of lens. There are two lenses, so here we have to consider the resultant magnification of combination of lens, right? So resultant magnification of combination of lens. We know the formula of resultant of magnification, m1 into m2 up to so on, but here two lens, so m1 into m2. Value of m1 3, m2 0.217. So we get magnification m is equals to 0.651, right? Now we have to find out the height of image. So we know the magnification, the formula of magnification is equals to h dash by h, right? So we know that m is equals to h dash by h, where h dash height of image and h height of object. So h dash is equals to m into h, right? So m 0.651 into height of object 1.5. So we get h dash is equals to 0.98 centimeter. So we can say that the height of image or the size of image, so the size or height of image is equals to 0.98 centimeter, right? Okay, so friends, thank you.